To be fair, I don't usually give warning of the recording, so I'm working on it.
I'm all about the GDPR.
Oh, you know that move as well.
All right, then. Well, this is Lockdown Lies, copyright, etc.
I don't think you need to worry about that, mate.
Legally binding right there. That'll hold up in a court of law.
Yeah, somebody on YouTube is going to contact me and go, I think I've already got this taken. So we'll see how that goes. So, yeah, I've briefly explained how this is going to work beforehand. So let's just see how it falls apart as we play it. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds great.
Excellent. All right, then. Well, Sarah, you're up first, which means, Marvin, if you pick a number between 1 and 4.
I will pick number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, excellent.
Tell him what it is.
I mean, you read it out.
No, I'm going to guess it.
I once sewed someone's thumb back together.
You once sewed someone's thumb back together?
What did you use to sew it? Just normal cotton and thread?
Yeah. No. It was from a first aid kit, so yeah, it was really quite rudimentary.
What, the first aid kits come with needles?
Huh?
The first aid kits come with needles?
I was in somewhere quite remote.
Wait, you do know bombs are meant to have a hole in them, right? You just go, that's not going to do.
What was the incident that led to the thumb needing to be sewed back on?
It was through like a youth development thing, and a guy was trying to open a can with a penknife, and he slipped and hit his thumb.
What?
Oh wait, thumb? I thought you said bum.
I wondered why you made that joke. I was like, why is some bum jokes apropos of nothing?
Incidentally, I have sewn someone's bum together, but that was more of a fun thing.
We'll park that and come back to it later.
Yeah, sure.
No. Let's go back to that now. It's a youth development thing. So were you in charge of these youths? Or
Sort of. I was part of a group of people in charge. And yeah, it was the middle of the night and it was quite remote. It's in the middle of another country, and they cut their thumb and we couldn't get them to a medic in time, so I had to nut up and sew their thumb together.
Did you have to fill in an accident report afterwards?
We were in aggregate, so rules don't count. Like, yeah, I'd done some training up front, which meant that should anything like that happen, but I don't have to fill in specific paperwork.
What was in the tin?
Huh?
Oh yeah, exactly. What was it? Yeah, what were they trying to open? What was in the tin?
I don't know. I'm gonna say peaches.
Was it a ring pull can, or was it like with a tin open?
This kid was off to Oxford, so I really fucking hope it wasn't a ring pull can. I don't know. Literally, they came up to me and they were policing, with his penknife. Like, they've got a tin attachment on it, but he just went with a blade. And he came over, just on the same touch, and he came over to me with his thumb in his mouth with blood everywhere, going, "I wouldn't go hurt myself." I was like, "You may well have done, yes." Can I have a look at it, please?
Did you give him like a stick to bite down on whilst you stitched?
Yeah, how did that work?
I had to because he was getting quite upset. I had to get someone to try and slow his pulse, and then I had to pour iodine in his wound and just tell him to scream into his shoulder. It was really unpleasant. It was just waiting. It got very white. And also, yeah, it's really unpleasant if you're doing it as well, because thumbs that sort of arterial cut is fucking disgusting. Yeah, did not appreciate it.
What happened in the aftermath? Like the next day, did you try and take him to a hospital?
Yeah, I had to track him out to a car, and then the car took us 4 hours to a hospital.
And what happened to the peaches?
The bloody peaches were then poured onto a fire as a sacrifice to the jungle gods to see that he kept his nerves.
And to send a message to the other tinned fruit.
Yeah.
What a waste of pure peach
it was.
blood.
Unfortunately, the knock-on effect of this incident is because we were living in the jungle and we had limited reserves, is because he'd fucked the peaches.
He'd done
And then
it became Yeah, it became quite.
Are you sure the tail wasn't in his bum? With his fucking peaches?
No one's bum was anything to do with this. Because he drew in the peaches, basically, everyone went a bit Lord of the Flies. So when he came back, he was force-fed the rest of the peaches as a bit of a lesson. I mean, these kids are quite short-sighted and they realised they had no peaches, but it really ruined the atmosphere for the rest of the trip.
That is time, guys. 1 second to spare. Right. So, what do you guys think? Truth or lie?
True.
I think
I thought it was the truth, but then that Lord of the Flies thing at the end threw me off.
You weren't there.
I'm going to go with truth.
You weren't there. You don't know.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's true.
I'll go with truth as well.
How about you, Craig?
Oh, true. 100% true.
100% true.
Because it was Craig. No, it was Craig.
That's why it's hiding his thumb.
To rectify, I was never ever going to be going to Oxford.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
That was a little red herring in there.
That's the entry exam for Oxford. The tutor just gives you a tin of peaches
And a knife.
Yeah.
and you have to fuck them.
You definitely
Bullingdon
have to.
2.0.
They don't explicitly say fuck them, but if you fuck them, that's how you get into Oxford. It's classic.
You got to think outside the can.
Jan, what are you going for? Truth or lie?
I think it's true.
Cool. And Sarah, do you want to reveal the answer for us?
True. It's 100% true.
Wait,
Most disgusting
we
thing
should
that's
open a
ever
detective agency.
A fruit tin-based detective agency. Or tin fruit, say it either way you want. All right, then. Up next, we have Marvyn. It's your round, which means Jan, would you like to pick a number between 1 and 4 for us?
2.
2. I was once fired from a job for animal cruelty.
What animal?
Is it bitches?
It was bitches. They be tripping. It was a mouse.
What did you do?
It was a mouse.
What did you do to the mouse? Are you legally allowed to say?
I killed it.
Was the mouse
I killed
asking
it.
for it?
It was. Its mere presence offended me.
What job was it?
I was working in a warehouse in London Eye.
In the London.
Basically, what happened was I was eating my lunch and there was a mouse. It wasn't a rabbit, it was quite a large mouse that was running through the staff room. You know, it was in the staff room while I was eating. And I was like, I'm not having that. So I threw walkie-talkie at it, KO'd it.
Which year of the 90s was this incident?
This was not the 90s. This was in probably around 2010.
What colour was the mouse?
It was like brown.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume. I don't remember.
Was there anyone else
faces
in the break hall with you? Like as the mouse ran along, were your colleagues sort of jumping up on the tables, lifting the petticoat tails?
No,
screaming?
they weren't. And there was only a couple of people in there, but they were like in the watching television in like the television bit, and I was having lunch on my own, sitting at a table.
So what you're saying is there was no witnesses to this crime. How did they pin it on you?
Oh, well, yeah, there was somebody did see me.
Was it the cat chasing the mouse?
It was the cat chasing the mouse. It was like, he's encroaching on my job title. I've got a family to feed. I get paid per mouse, and I'm not going to get this one. No, I actually don't know who it was that ratted me out, pun intended. But basically, all that happened was I did it. I threw the thing, killed the mouse. I kind of told a couple of people, I was like, look what I've done. And then later in the afternoon, I got called into HR's office and somebody had put in an official complaint because it was, they were caused distress because of what I'd done.
You were actually fired for breaking the walkie-talkie, weren't you?
Actually, I don't remember if I broke the walkie-talkie.
Did you dispose of the mouse?
I just threw it in the bin.
Was there like a little chalk outline of the mouse on the floor where it died.
No, I don't like. I erased it from existence. I don't want anybody to even think about it existing anymore.
Right.
I obliterate my enemies.
Your voice got louder when you just said that. That was
It
quite
was
frightening.
so sexy. I love it.
Oh, really?
One more minute, guys. One more minute.
Where were you living at the time?
I was living in Dagenham.
With?
My parents and my brother and sister.
What was their reaction to your ridiculous mouse sacking?
Oh shit! You know what? I don't think I actually told them. I think I just said I got a disciplinary one too many. Oh no, my dad worked at the same place, but I don't think he knew. He's the security. He's still the security manager there. You could, but I don't think he knew why I was, but I didn't
How
want
did he
to
not find
tell
out?
them.
Is he the one who battered you out?
Probably because
What's your dad's
think-
house?
you'd think working with my dad there'd be loads of sweet benefits. There wasn't.
That's the time, guys. So what do you guys think? Truth or
I
lie?
think it's a lie.
Yeah?
I think it's true.
Okay. Sarah?
Well, I think it's, only because the inconsistencies, you'd be worried about those if you were actually lying.
Yeah.
Sorry,
You've just shown yourself to having a poor memory, so I'm going to go with true.
Marvin?
It's actually a lie.
Well done.
It's a lie, but it's based on a truth. I actually
Actually
did.
killed a
I did
mouse.
throw a walkie-talkie at a mouse in Kinnet, but I just got a. It wasn't in the kitchen, and I just got telling off.
Wow.
Cool. I'm really glad that's the bit that was true. You came out of that looking super swell in the end.
I lived with mice and rats for like 3 years at uni. I fucking hated them with a passion.
Yeah, they never do the dishes.
They never paid their rent.
Yeah.
They never paid their rent. They didn't chip in on the electric. The electric key was always empty. They played PlayStation all the time.
They play Mousetrap.
Late at night, eating your cheese.
That was a shit joke. I'm sorry.
It was better than Jan's cheese joke.
Yeah.
Like immediately, Jan saved you
I
there.
took that bullet for you.
All right, let's go on to the inevitably confusing team round.
Yeah.
So what I'm about to do, I'm going to show you 3 statements on screen. One of them is a truth, and 2 of them are lies. So Jan and Craig, I want you to decide which is the truth and who is telling the truth.
Okay.
Sarah and Marvin, just one of them is one of your truths, and the others are...
Also, we don't have to do anything. Me and Sarah don't actually have to do anything.
They're going to be questioning you.
You never have to do anything, Marvin. I don't.
Yeah, they'll be
Jeez.
questioning you, so you won't be familiar with at least one thing that is on the page. So you're going to have to think on the
Okay,
what the stories are. All good?
cool.
Don't know, but okay.
Right, so
Look it up, Mark.
I'm hoping this is going to share the right one.
It's going to share the screen with all the answers on it.
I've got to do system preferences. This is sexy, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry.
Will I do this bit out? Yeah.
Don't
Apparently I've got
It's for the DVD extras.
apparently I've got to quit Zoom in order to apply these changes. It's not going to happen, is it? There are
You just put them on your phone and then hold it up to the screen or something like that.
Can I send pictures in this? No, apparently not. All right, I'm going to send everyone a photo in that case.
This
Okay.
wouldn't happen if Rob Brydon was in charge.
Yeah.
You never get this in Wales.
Shambles. Absolute shambles.
Can you send it in the chat, right?
Yeah, that'd be
Can't send pictures.
so. I'm going to send that across now.
Where are you sending this?
That'll be in the chat.
To the Zoom chat.
Oh, it's a
There you
monster.
go.
Yeah, so it's coming across now. So for the benefit of anyone that actually wants to bother watching this, we've got 3 things on the page.
I don't think that's anyone.
So
Don't worry about that.
I'm ambitious, what can I say? I once got stabbed at a birthday party. I have been arrested twice. And I helped deliver a baby because the ambulance didn't arrive on time.
Hmm.
So one of those...
So the person who got stabbed, whose birthday party was it?
So that's the
Oh, sorry. Wait, is that us? Sorry. Where are we
So how do
going?
we
Say that
start
again.
now?
Yeah, go for
That's
it.
a lie.
Wait, so I guess if they ask a question,
Well,
we should both answer.
Yeah, we both meant to answer.
Yeah, I guess we're both meant to answer if you ask us a question. Yeah. So what was the question?
Whose birthday party was it?
This is the stabbing one. It was a friend's birthday party.
What was the
The
name?
most generic response ever. Love it.
Wait, isn't Sarah's got to give you her,
Yeah,
her
no,
answer?
stabbing at the birthday party was in the club and it was through my foot. It was my friend Noella's birthday.
Okay. How old was your friend at this party?
My friend Noella, she's my school best friend.
So which birthday was it?
22.
My one, it was a 18th birthday party.
How did the
That's how you
stabbing come about?
celebrate manhood.
Nice. I still haven't done that. How did the stabbing come about? What happened?
For me, it was, and I've still got a scar on my foot. Someone fell. I've maybe made it sound more salacious than it is, but someone was walking with cake and stuff and fell and managed to slice into the side of my foot.
Wow.
Okay.
On my side, it was a fight broke out between a guy that hadn't been invited to the party and one of the people whose house it was, and it just ended up as quite a large bundle free for all, and in the midst of everyone kind of rocking, got stabbed.
Okay. And then arrested twice. What were you arrested for each time?
I was once arrested for trying to get into my own home, and which is ridiculous. And I was once arrested for having weed on me, which is very unlike for a white girl from Hampshire. Super proud.
Oh.
Is yours just the same, Marvyn? You were arrested for having weed and also for trying to get into Sarah's home.
Yeah, I was trying to get into Sarah's home and I had her weed.
Yeah,
I sold
holding
her
up
the
his
weed.
Yeah.
No, one for me. First one was after that party. Obviously, everybody got arrested. And the second one was for a fight outside the nightclub.
So you got stabbed and you got arrested for it?
Well, they were kind of just
Everyone got
arresting everyone on
stabbed.
sight.
Everyone also got arrested.
L'chaim. I told you, it's a rite of passage.
Same for me and this Hampshire white people. This is what we do.
And
There's a
then,
lot of crossover.
whose baby did you help deliver?
I helped deliver my baby brother.
How old were
Well,
you?
I was 6.
God, can you let Sarah talk, Jan? Fuck.
Jan.
Yeah, that's right, Jan.
Me and Craig.
I helped deliver a lady's baby in the car park with my friend Kate because we were walking past and it was about to happen and we just decided we'd get involved.
Was she on her own at the time?
No. Well, basically, she was with a friend. I don't know how she suddenly went to such aggressive labour, but they started screaming, "You need to help us!" And we were like, "All right," and that was it. So we were just sort of handing things and helping out.
Hot paper towels.
Yeah, hot paper towels, ice packs, conversely, which was weird. Blankets, wellies, cuddly toys. It was a blur, but yeah, we were there. And my friend Kate went on to become a midwife afterwards.
Had this lady been in the pub?
We were in the co-op. Where do
Oh,
you
the
think
co-op. I thought you said pub
Yeah.
car park.
Oh, I don't know
Nice
if I can
try.
do it. Yeah.
Right, that is time. What do you guys
Oh,
think is the truth and who is the truth teller?
I'm just going to come right out and go with stereotypes and say Marvyn's been arrested twice. And that's less a judgment on you and more about the terrible state of London's police.
You're covering yourself, because if it turns out that that's not right, you look awful.
Yeah, delete that part.
Craig.
I think Sarah got stabbed at a birthday party.
Okay.
I don't know why. Just.
I get it. I see it. I get it.
I mean, I'd have done
Very
it.
terrible face.
Fair enough. There's a lot of it. So what do you do?
So with the truth teller.
Oh wait.
reveal-
So you,
the truth teller.
which one's the lie?
Reveal the truth for the truth teller.
I'm the truth teller, and I got stabbed at a birthday party.
Did you deserve it?
Not stab someone, yeah.
I deserve it. Yes, I deserved it. I don't.
Nice.
I brought it on myself. That is the last time I ruined a surprise party.
Did you just jump out and go surprise? And like, stabbed you?
I forgot to tell you it was on the C wing.
Okay.
What happened? Or is it really dark to talk about? Or can you make it?
No. That genuinely is what happened. What happened was, it was a friend's 18th birthday party, surprise party. But she had come over from Dominica. She was living with her aunt and uncle. So her cousin was like 15. So her cousin was told that she could invite some friends as well. So, she'd have some people to hang around with on the night. And one of those guys got into an argument. He was trying to dance with a girl that didn't want to dance with him. So then this girl's older brother, again, part of the family who were throwing the party, was like, leave her alone. Obviously, she doesn't want to dance with you. It started getting really aggressive. This kid pulled out a knife and cut the guy. And then everyone kind of just bundled in. And some other random kid stabbed me in the arm.
Wow.
And then I ended up on the floor. Actually, like, my cousin and a friend probably saved my life, because I was like on the floor and someone was kicking my head in. my friend Stephen was like, he had a really early growth spurt, so he was like 6'4" or something like that. And him and my cousin lifted me up and carried me out of the party.
Wowza.
Yeah.
Didn't get arrested afterwards though.
No. We got out of there. Like, the great thing was, my cousin was visiting from Lincolnshire, and I was like, I'll take you to a party, show him a good time.
Did you get your little party bag with a bit of cake and a balloon in it?
I did.
And a
It just ended up being a load of tissue.
Tiny little blade.
Which is why you always give the party bag at the beginning of the party, not the end. Oh, so yeah, that was what happened. I was too scared for my mum and dad to find out to go to the hospital either, so I just pulled up a load of tissue for a few days and had it on my arm.
Hardcore.
Genuinely wasn't, because it came from a place of absolute fear. I was just shitting myself. My mum and dad would tell me off.
How dare you fall on that knife, Marvyn? You stupid.
Oh no, I wasn't supposed to be out. That was another day. I wasn't supposed to be at this party.
Ultimately, you've learned a valuable lesson. Your parents tell you not to go out. Don't go out or you get stabbed.
Oh, I thought the valuable lesson was always carry a knife and stab back. that's what I picked up.
Bring a bigger knife.
Potato, yeah.
All right. Maybe a slightly more cheerful one next, perhaps. We'll soon see. We've got Jan up next, which means, Craig, if you pick a number between 1 and 4.
4.
Is that 4?
Yep.
So I once blagged my way into a Reebok basketball tournament in order to get free stuff.
True. Look how tall he is. Of course he did.
I feel like it's true. It's a humble brag.
Yeah. Okay, what sort of blagging did you need to do?
So we had to write a letter to the organisers to explain why we should be picked. And I explained in the letter that our team had recently beaten the school senior team, except our school didn't have a senior team and I didn't have a team either. So I had to recruit a load of my classmates to enter this tournament. And none of us had played basketball before.
What was this tournament then?
It was in Glasgow,
Okay.
and it was this new style of basketball that they just brought out.
Called netball.
Yeah. So you play it on half of the court, so it's you only use one half, and both teams are attacking the same net, and you have to kind of come out of the D and then back in to score each time.
I'm gonna say that is not a new type. That wasn't a new type of basketball. I might have to just call it because I played that basketball growing up a lot.
Yeah.
Like that's just half court 3-on-3. So you said it took place in Glasgow. What was the name of the tournament?
It was the Reebok Blacktop tournament.
Wow. Okay.
It was. Who was on your team?
A guy called Paul, a girl called Lindsay, and a guy called David. We were all schoolmates, and I didn't really know Paul, but he was tall, so I asked him if he wanted to be in the team.
So it was 4-a-side.
Yeah,
four on four.
It was 4-on-4.
Famous basketball numbers.
Tall Paul and the 4-on-4.
Tall Paul. And we asked Lindsay to be in for diversity.
Okay. How old were you?
I think I was 10.
Who took you to the tournament?
So my mum and dad took us. My mum was actually our coach. So she trained us in the local community centre. And she taught us all the rules. And in the first match that we were playing, we were getting beaten terribly. And she shouted at the umpire to say the other team were cheating. And the umpire had explained that they weren't. We just didn't understand the rules.
So at the age of 10, you had the awareness to know to pick your tallest friends to play basketball?
I was aware of the concept of height at the age 10. Yeah.
I don't
You knew what basketball was. What was the stuff? What did you get? What was the free stuff?
So we got those, the Reebok trainers with the pump on the tongue.
Yeah.
That pair of them. That's all I was in it for. But there was like some T-shirts and headbands and shorts and that. But it was mostly about the trainers.
So you were saying that every entrant of this rinky-dink under-11s tournament got a pair of £100 Reebok pump.
I was going to say, don't the trainers that were big in the 80s.
No. 1991, they fucking had a day, I will say. And so they gave all of you little squirts £100 Reebok trainers.
So I had a pair of those because all the other teams that were in this were actually like pro teams who actually played basketball. We won a competition through the Daily Telegraph, of the children's magazine, and they sponsored our entry into it and gave us all the free stuff.
The famous under-11 professional basketball.
Don't knock it, man. Obviously, I played in that.
Okay.
Did you win?
Well, how did you get your mum on side?
So Craig, we lost our first match 16-0, and we lost our second match 16-2, and that too was purely accidental.
Wait, sorry. Was this timed matches or was it first to 16?
There were timed matches. I think it was just pure coincidence. 16.
Right, that is time, guys. What are we thinking?
I think it's a lie.
I think that's a lie. There's somebody 4 on a basketball team.
It just feels a bit finesse, doesn't it? Like a little bit nonsensical.
And like you say, those trainers were I had a pair of those trainers that I got handed down from my aunt, because they were expensive. My mum and dad wouldn't buy them for me. The fact that they give every entrant and not like the winners.
This is an American high school movie. I just don't buy it. I don't buy it on account of the hot trainers. The end.
Got 3 liars then, yeah?
Yeah,
it's true.
What the fuck? Really?
Yeah.
How the fuck were Reebok making basketball trainers when they didn't even know the basics of how to put on a competition?
No, every other team was like pro. They were good. We just lied our way in there.
Yeah, but what the fuck is 4-a-side basketball? You have 5 people on a team or you play 3-on-3. You don't play 4-a-side. And you got a pair of Reebok pumps.
Reebok pumps. We got shorts, T-shirts, all sorts. They didn't want to give it to us. There was a rep from Reebok there. and they had like a pair of Shaq's, like, massive shoes on display. So we went to pick up our free merch, and he was really like cagey about it. It was like, yeah, we'll put it in the post. Then my mum had to really press them. Then we got the free stuff, but they did not want to give us the free stuff. They were really disappointed with the standard.
They did, so it's weird that they didn't want to give the free things to the con artists, the unrealistic artists. Did you not have any shame?
I had a nice pair of trainers.
That was big currency.
I'm
Is this
not
one
gonna
of the
lie, I
schools
would
you're being,
have done the same.
is this one of the schools you're being bullied at?
No, I was never bullied.
Okay, sure.
Not after I got everyone some sweet
I
trainers.
just want to say, I get it now. I get it. I didn't think it through, but I get it.
How long before those trainers were stolen by the bullies?
3 days.
Just enough so you could wear them in, so it wouldn't hurt their heels.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want them to get blisters.
Oh, it's actually true. Wow.
Wow.
All right, so we've got the final solo round, which is Craig and Sarah. If you pick a number between 1 and 4.
I'm going to pick 2.
I once threw a glass across the room when I was trying to get rid of a spider.
Oh, true.
True.
Everyone's done that,
No
I'm sure.
questions. Stop the timer.
How big was this spider?
It was laughably small.
Had you tried asking it politely or shooing it first?
I had genuinely asked to try. I genuinely asked it politely.
Like, which
Where
room
were
was
you?
this? Were you like in bed or in the lounge or
In the
sat
pub?
toilet?
It was a studio flat.
So you were in all 3
So
of
you were in all the
rooms.
rooms at the same time.
He was just sat casually on the toilet shower whilst he was cooking his dinner. And it came up through the bed desk. It's fine. Why did you have a glass in your hand, or did you pick up a glass and throw it?
Well, I was trying to get rid of it by sticking a piece of paper under it and then having the glass on top. And then the piece of paper sort of just dropped, and then the spider fell out, and I panicked.
Wait, hold on.
His technique is shoddy. Let's not pick that apart. But like,
I'm not picking apart the technique.
And then paper.
So you put the glass. So you took the glass, put it on top, tried to put the paper underneath, and it ran. And then you backed up all the way across the room and threw the glass across the room. Or was it just really fast? Because like you were right near the spider. So
Yeah, no.
how did you throw the glass across the room?
I put the paper underneath the glass.
Yeah.
I picked it up, and then I clearly wasn't holding the paper right because it sort of drooped, and then I thought the spider was going to go on my hand, and I was fucking terrified of spiders. So I just went like that and threw the glass.
Okay.
Threw it out of the window somehow. Don't know how I did that.
So you
Threw the
stood
glass
next to
out
the
of
window
the
while this was happening.
Yeah.
What
It was the
floor of
window
the building were you on?
Said.
So all this broken glass plus a spider just showered down on the street below.
Oh no, had a balcony. It's fine.
Mhm.
Studio and a balcony, baller.
Oh yeah.
Was it a balcony bathroom toilet? What kind of glass was it?
Kitchen outdoor space.
What kind of glass was it?
Yeah.
It was a wine glass.
Oh.
And did you like drain the wine from it before?
No, it was a brand new wine glass. I literally bought it that day.
For the occasion.
You
You'd seen that spider, you were like, I'm gonna...
Spider killing.
Is that how you
Like
christen new glasses? Just by smashing them?
Muzzle tough.
So what happened with
Okay.
the spider in the end? Is it just in your room? Did you have to move out?
Oh, I killed it.
You got-
Yeah, I just killed it.
How did you kill it?
Marvyn came round and threw a
Dude, after I
No,
got fired, I went pro.
I just got my shoe and then just lamped it, basically.
Why didn't you do that in the first place?
Because I didn't want to kill it, did I? I was trying to be noble. I was living with my girlfriend. I was trying to not show that I was terrified of spiders.
Then after you like dropped the glass, that went out the window.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck it.
So I just let her know that I.
You went from pacifist to spider killer really quickly.
There's
For
no
sure,
house.
all sides of his
So
personality.
was your girlfriend there at the time?
Yeah.
Well, what did she think about this?
She wasn't too happy because she really liked that wine glass.
She grown attached to it after what? A few hours.
After you just bought it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Right, that is time.
Did you have any spare?
Saying that's true. Saying that's true doesn't help. You master of deception, you.
What are you guys thinking?
His story is inconsistent, so I want to say lie, but it's Craig being scared of a spider, so I want to say truth.
I think it's true.
I think it's very on brand, but I think it's a lie.
Okay, so Marvyn, what were you saying?
I'm going to go with lie.
Okay, Craig?
True.
Yeah.
Damn it. I should have gone with the Craig scared of spiders.
You should have. Yeah.
That trumps any inconsistent story that he might tell.
Right, I'm going to send through another one now. And this will be Craig and Jan. You have the 3 to choose from. 1 will be a truth, 2 will be a lie. You have to make up stuff on the spot a little bit because you won't know at least one of them. And Sarah and Marvyn question away just to get to the bottom of which is which. So this is the updated one. So we have, I once went so long without sleep that I hallucinated a rat in my bedroom and emptied the bedroom out. I'm an avid Dungeons and Dragons player and like to role play as an orc warrior. And I once vomited on 3 consecutive dates.
I want them all to be true.
Who's up first to ask?
Sure. How long had you gone without sleep?
It was 8 days.
Craig, how long?
It was 2.5 days, something like that.
Which drugs are you taking?
I was writing my dissertation at the time, so I'd basically become nocturnal. I was drinking a heap of coffee, staying up late, like writing into the small hours, because there's less people around to disturb you in the middle of the night. And then it just got to the point where I couldn't sleep during the day. So it was about 8 days of not sleeping much.
And then basically I'd just been working consistently. So I was just like working, and then I just couldn't sleep. And then it got to a point where I was just like, nah, fuck it.
Mugs gang.
Mugs gang.
Sleeping is a
I'll
mug's
sleep when I'm
game.
dead.
Okay. What? When did you realise when you were hallucinating that
Only
you were in fact hallucinating?
afterwards. Because I moved everything. The reason I moved everything out of the room is I couldn't find the rat. I'd seen it, I could hear it. So I was like, "Oh, just move the bedside table. It's not there. It's under the bed. It's not there." So I was just moving stuff out into the corridor to try and find where this rat was hidden. And it's when everything was out there, I was like, maybe there wasn't a rat.
It was a good few days after. I still wasn't convinced even after I knew it wasn't a rat. I was still like, no, there's a fucking rat in my room. I saw it.
Let's throw a glass at it.
But yeah, it took a long time for me to realise. A long time.
Okay, slight change of pace. Can either of you tell me what a critical role is?
Yeah. No, it's where you roll for an extra percentage. So if you're attacking someone, you make a critical roll, you get bonus damage. like, say I was attacking you, Marvin, and I like did a critical hit.
Yeah.
You're gonna get like, so say if I was, I'm an orc warrior, I've got my orc axe, I'm swinging it at you, and then I go for a critical roll and I hit it, then you get extra damage. So I've got a chance of, like, maybe chopping your head off, removing a limb,
Okay.
that
Craig?
kind of thing. It's actually where you go, that wasn't very good, was it?
You don't even play the game. That's your role. It's just to be in the corner criticizing. Okay.
Cool. So tell me about, so when you say you vomited on 3 consecutive dates, are they 3 consecutive first dates or 3 dates with the same person?
So 2 of them were with the same person, and then there was another one. So I threw up on the first date with the first person. We reorganized for a different time, and then there was another person.
What made you sick?
So the first time, it was just nerves. I was just pure nervous. And then both other times I was hungover. Like, just massively.
Yeah.
So it was the same person. And at the time, I had an undiagnosed cheese allergy. So we went out for a meal. I had like some pasta with like parmesan on, and that just set me off. And I thought it's because I drunk too much, but I hadn't. And then the same thing happened like the next couple of times.
Mm. So there's just one truth between the 2 of them, Quizmaster Mark.
Yep, and there's a final few seconds. Any more questions, or do you want to leave it there?
I've got nothing else. I think
I've got nothing else. No.
Okay. So what's the
all right, so I'm going to say straight from the off, if either of these guys is an avid Dungeons and Dragons player, then they're fucking shit. Because I play Dungeons and Dragons, so I know exactly what Grizzle Roll is.
What I love about you, Marvin, the fact that your truth is getting stabbed, yet you're really picking apart these 2 silly adults. They both play Dungeons and Dragons.
I play Dungeons and Dragons, so I know.
Yeah, you 2 I think it's either, I can see Jan being, because Jan's a bit rogue, and I could see him staying up for 8 days for doing his hallucination, doing his dissertation, because I did a very similar thing. And I have also hallucinated seeing a rat run across my room. But I do feel like Craig might have thrown up on 3 days.
I actually feel like Craig went without this. I just 8 days. Like,
Yeah,
8 days, no sleep at all.
It's kind of like
It says 8 days
snoozing, but
without
not like
sleep.
proper sleep, where like, okay, I'm in bed, my eyes are closed, I'm not moving, but I'm definitely conscious.
Resist. Don't say the thing you were going to say.
What? I want to make a Bill Cosby joke.
Oh, you can. You're black. It's fine.
Yay!
I don't know. I'm torn between the first or the last. I'm going to go with Craig being sick on 3 dates. Sorry, Craig. It's really rude, but I do think it's true.
Yeah, all right. I'll back it.
Yeah.
Is Craig frozen for everyone else, or is it just me?
Right. He's left.
Craig's disappeared now. It's just the name tag where he used to be.
He's got a 4th date lined up and he's about to spew.
We've hit a nerve. Like, that was the lie, but the fact that we believe it about him.
I mean, this could be the world's longest drum roll ever.
They said my internet went.
Internet's gone.
Yeah. How's he text? Oh no.
Where's that? Damn it.
Do we wait for him to come back?
Let's see if he can.
Does that mean it's Craig's truth then, isn't it? That's why we're waiting for him.
I'll just text him to see if he can make it. Find out. Super helpful, Jan. Thanks.
He's working tech support.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Lie. Wait, oh no, I thought we were still playing.
Oh.
It's definitely gone because my screen's turned to the four of us now.
Yeah,
There's no room for Craig now.
I will take advantage of this break in proceedings.
that's right.
Oh man, I left mine all the way downstairs now.
You're coming back now.
What's popping puppets?
Hi,
Yo,
you're back.
hello, pop it.
You hear us?
Yeah, I can.
Perfect. There he is. Perfect. Jan's just gone
I
to
thought you said Eros.
Eros.
Yeah, I thought you just went Eros. I was like, that's a really weird nickname to give him.
I've been wrong.
Or is it?
I've often been compared to a Greek god.
You're back.
It wasn't Greek, was it? Good observation. Well done.
Yes. Nothing gets past me.
Apart from 4 basketball players, apparently.
Except for me. Ooh.
So would the truth teller like to reveal their truth?
You said what?
We waited for you because we're kind of like that.
Yeah, but I don't know what they guessed.
Oh,
I think you throw up on 3 dates.
Yeah, we throw up on 3 dates.
Brilliant. I was the truth teller,
It was the rat.
but it was the rat. Yeah.
It was actually 4 dates.
Yours is actually a kind of truth, but 4 dates.
Oh no. Saying Craig.
Oh, I thought you was no. I was going to say, I was like, wait, what? I
One of my best
was like, that cheese allergy is real?
I think I've counted the scores wrong here, so bear with me.
Probably.
Who
I mean, none of us are keeping score, so you can say what you want.
in the previous round, where it was a team round, who picked Marvyn? Did anyone?
Jan did because he's racist.
Yeah,
No, it was wrong.
Jan thought I was arrested twice.
Yeah.
I have been arrested twice.
And not because I'm racist, but because the Metropolitan Police are institutionally racist. Let's be very clear on that.
Institution versus individual. Who's quick to point out?
That's in that case, no one gets any points for that or this round, which means
What?
We both got it wrong.
yes, what I mean.
What was it?
We guessed Craig, but it was Craig with the rat, not Craig with the dates.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately.
I didn't know that.
Oh, Craig can barely hear it, by the way.
Craig's frozen again.
I thought he was just sitting very still.
Yeah.
That spider was back and he didn't want it to stop.
Staring
It
at
can sense movement.
The spider's like, I heard you were telling stories about me.
Yeah.
Don't act like you threw a glass at me. You're not.
You've been running your mouth again.
I told you.
No wine glass to protect you now.
the scores are in joint second, second place. We have Craig, Martin, and Sarah with 1 point, which means
Amazing.
today's winner is Jan with 2 points.
Yay.
Hey, racism.
And it always will. It always.
Oh,
That was fun.
yeah, that was good.
That was really fun.
You're gonna do like a little anecdote or something now, like I see Rob Brydon does that. That's the kind of thing he does. Where's your bit, mate?
We all learned something today.
I have to do like a slight turn. Like I'm not camera. I'm on to this one. Yeah, I've got nothing planned at the end of this. Did this work for you guys? You think? Like, was this fun in any way?
It was really fun.
It was fun. It was fun.
Really good.
I'm not sure about people watching it, but I think obviously the hook is going to be people trying to guess as they're watching.
Yeah. Hopefully. I'm going to stop the recording because it's beginning to mess up, but I will stay on the call. So yeah, thanks everyone for playing on that. And if you are watching this, why? Hope you enjoy it. Bye.
If you completed Netflix, this is where you end up. The dark corners of YouTube.